What a poop show. There we go. All right. That was a mess.
Yeah, it was a good start. Good start to the day.
All right. Welcome to the Thorn 2-pack. It was a lonely 1-pack yesterday, Taylor.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. You killed it, though, dude. I watched it.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
It's like 9:05, and I hit up John Ruiz. I'm like, you coming in? And he goes, oh, no, I had to go to the warehouse. I'm like, you couldn't have told me? I'm like sitting with my thumb on my butt.
I love it, like, in the thing, too, you'd be saying something, you'd, like, look off and just start, like, laughing to yourself. Like, I was like, what are you chuckling to yourself?
You got to take care of number one.
I was like, he's feeling it.
Well, usually, like, if someone's here, then I can drift off for a second and, like, in my own head, and then, like, get back in. But when you're by yourself, you can't.
Is this one on? Yeah.
I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you got to eat it. I'll turn your gain up, though. You don't. No one bites the mic. That's halfway down the road. All right. My trusty assistant,
Taylor Allen, Sales Director for Thorn.
Taylor Michael Allen.
You got to give him the full name. I love it.
DJ Talon.
DJ Talon in the mix.
Back in shorts, baby.
I got the new.
I'm a little surprised.
I got a little. I was gonna tell you. I got our background song. Let me see if I can pull it up. Play you a little demo of it.
Play it, baby.
Tell me. Hold on. You ready for this?
Damn right I am.
I swear. My buddy made this. It's gonna be our new intro mix. Hold on. I got it for you right here. Here you go. Ready?
It's EDM shit.
100%.
Oh, I'm not recording. Shit.
You ready? Here it is, bro. This is the intro. This is the Thorn 2-pack intro. Ready?
Should have had the sound when the. This is a perfect song for like the starting momentarily.
That's what I'm saying. The starting momentarily. We got a little.
This is like, so background music. Modern elevator music.
So tomorrow, get ready for the Thorn 2-pack intro. The premiere of the Thorn 2-pack intro.
Yikes! That is, and you listen to that like?
Oh, I love that shit.
That's stuff you just listen to in your house.
Bump it in my car on the way here. I was listening to it
in your car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Wow, I would fall asleep behind the wheel.
Sorry, I don't listen to death metal at 8 a.m.
I don't always. I'm actually not. See, here's the problem with people like you.
People like
is that you call everything death metal.
That's true.
Everything that isn't that is death metal.
Well, you call everything that I listen to techno.
Correct.
Yeah, there's false. There's so many different types of electronic music.
I'm acknowledging my ignorance.
I'll acknowledge my ignorance too.
Okay, cool. Because it is an insult. When I call your music techno, I am insulting you. That's my intention, anyways. If there's a word that's more insulting, I will use that moving forward.
I think I'm doing the exact same thing with you, though. But it's like, death metal. All you listen to is shitty death metal music.
So my friends that didn't listen to it, they used to go. I had a buddy that called it. What was it? Sacrifice a goat in your bathtub music, or kill your family music is a common one. And it's funny because he used to like say that joking. I'm like, all right, very funny quirk. And then I went to see King Diamond. That was one of my favorite bands. And my girlfriend came with me, and it was the first metal show she ever went to. And the whole thing is it was based off a concept album that he did.
Right.
So the whole show was based on a concept album. So the whole stage is set up like it's this big mansion, right? And it's like the very first scene is King Diamond, who's in corpse paint, so it's like white and black paint. He goes into to a crib, pulls a baby out, and shoves a knife in its face. I'm like, exactly what I'm talking way about. To live the stereotype.
Yeah.
And it was like I went.
Jesus,
I know.
Christ.
Same thing when I was in San Francisco. I remember I went disc golfing one day, and by like the third hole, I was pretty baked, right? Yeah. And then like I'm just like sitting there, like I look over, there's a bunch of dudes smoking pot, listening to Grateful Dead, and kicking around a hacky sack while we're waiting for that. I'm like, oh man, we are living the stereotype right here.
100%. You're an SF, that's for sure.
I know, dude. I was high for a year straight. All right, well, dude, let's kick it into some Thorn updates.
I like it.
We're having some combos yesterday about the ginger beer.
I'm into it. I like the ginger beer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm again the whole like seltzer stuff, that sugar-based stuff. It's not like what gets me up in the morning.
Right.
I'm not like, man, I can't wait to come up with another seltzer alternative. But I like the idea. I like ginger.
Yeah.
This is like that's when you know you've grown up.
Yeah.
When you like ginger, you've grown up.
I got a buddy though that just still hates ginger, and I've always loved ginger. I think ginger's bomb, but
I didn't as a kid. But I do now. So yeah, I think we're gonna do a little 15-barrel batch. So hopefully, it's pretty much now. Like, when can we get the canning line in?
Because I thought we already canned it off, didn't we?
They're about to. I don't think it actually happened yet.
Got it. Okay.
So it'll be canned off, then run through the labeler. Cool. But I think probably by the middle to end of August.
Okay.
Hopefully the middle. We might be able to do it when we do that Michelada.
The can designs that Nina was working on are pretty cool.
They're adorable.
I like it. They're adorable.
They're adorable.
They're adorable.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm down. I want to do. I'm just down to do different stuff.
Right.
I want to do stuff that other people aren't doing. I don't mind doing, even if it's stuff that I don't end up liking or isn't great. If we're the first ones to do them, at least like locally,
right,
then I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'll hang it on the fridge.
Yeah, he just wants to be the first one to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to be the 100th guy to do it, and I don't want to be the one to do it just because you feel like you have to. I want to be like, nah, we're doing it because no one else is doing it, and we're going to give it a try.
I'm into it.
We'll take some risks.
Fuck it, why not?
We're rolling them dice, baby. Also, in that vein, I think we're seeing a little. I talked to Eric yesterday about doing some breakfast beers. So, we have the Michelada.
He seemed very confused by that, by the like cocktails and stuff, like the breakfast beer ideas.
Yeah. Well, I had a side conversation with him.
Okay.
We have to, that's it. We'll have an off the air conversation about that. But he likes. I mean, he's down to do it. Again, this is new Eric.
Yeah.
Old Eric that also had the responsibility of like managing the team and executing day-to-day stuff. Like anytime you threw an idea of something new at him, he would find a reason to say no. And I think it was because he was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Now he goes, all right, you and Taylor, you prioritize what you want the breakfast beers to be, and then we'll make them happen. I'm like, now we're talking.
There we go. The progress, baby. Progress,
baby. So you and I need to go through that list.
Yep.
But I think what we got to do, and I still need their help, I'll ask Sean today, is of those different potential breakfast beers that we listed, which was what we talked. So we listed out all the different breakfast cocktails or like common breakfast beverages, and we were like, okay, Eric and Sean, which of these makes sense as a beer and which makes sense as more of like a seltzer?
Right.
Because I don't have to make the shit, so I don't know the answer. So we were talking like, all right, obviously Michelada is a beer, and we've already done it. But then like a mimosa, we actually did a mimosa here where it was a brut IPA and we put in grapefruit, so it was like a grapefruit mimosa. I forget Jay came up with a good name for it. I don't remember what it was. I was trying to find it on Untapped and I couldn't. I'm sure I'll find it, but. Mimosa, and then not necessarily breakfast, but I guess kind of brunchy is what's the pina colada? We did like a pina colada beer with our Bottle Logic collab, but Eric was interested in maybe doing that again.
Okay.
Do you have the list?
Yeah, I got the list. You got Screwdriver, French 75, Rosé Spritzer, Bellini, Greyhound, Irish Coffee, a Fuzzy Navel, Cucumber Collins, Sangria, Michelada, Mimosa. Not sure what a zipper is.
I just Googled like breakfast brunch cocktails.
A zipper. Hey, can I get a zipper, please?
A round of zippers for me and my friends. It's a raspberry something.
What the fuck is it?
I don't know what it is. But it made a list of great cocktails.
I dig. I really dig on this list.
Tell me.
It'd be difficult to make, but would be an like a hard Irish coffee.
Here's the thing. It wouldn't be difficult to make one. What's going to be difficult is to find people that are going to be able to pour it because it has to be on nitro. Yeah, you can't have CO2; it fucks up the coffee. So here's what we would have to do. So Doug did a couple different latte like one-offs. Actually, we might have a keg in there. We should see if we do. It came out awesome.
Yeah,
and this was like Doug's bread and butter. Like just pick a random flavor, and Doug would make it pop in a bit. He was really good at it, and I'm sure he still is. And so what he did is, I think the alcohol was he fermented lactose because it's milk sugar.
Right.
So like you ferment that and you add the coffee in. So then that's how it's kind of like a latte.
I like it. I'm into that.
With the Irish coffee, theoretically we could do something similar.
I like the idea of the mimosa. I think the mimosa is cool. And like I said, I think you go exactly the right you said. You do like a brewed IPA with oranges.
So maybe do like treading lightly with like
oranges or
with
something.
Grapefruit or orange.
Here we go again, just right back in the selling orange beers.
Mm-hmm. It's following you, baby.
Damn it. I like all these. I like Greyhounds just in general, so I think it'd be cool. Cucumber Collins, you could use the cucumber seltzer. You know what I mean, something like that. We're on the right track here. I think we're moving in the right direction.
So how would you prioritize it? I think mimosa because we already have the treading.
Well, Michelada's number 1.
Yeah.
Mimosa would be number 2.
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee.
Those are 3. That's it. Let's say those.
Done.
Hey, make it happen.
Done. Those are our
Sean
priorities.
Eric, make it happen.
Make it happen.
That's what
could you can a coffee?
So here's,
or would it have to be on nitro?
We would need a nitrogen dosa.
What if you don't want it carbed?
But then the can like would crush.
Oh, I get you.
So like even like
pressurized
when you get like if you see cans of water,
yeah,
it's like there's a little nitrogen dosa, which is just like an add-on to the canning line, and as the cans move on, it's just a little drip of nitrogen go dip 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 into each can right before it closes.
Okay.
So it gives it the structure and the integrity.
The pressure, got it.
So that's what we would have to do.
Okay.
Not impossible.
Not impossible. Feasible.
Yeah, and actually what we could do is Neil is friends with someone at a local canned coffee spot.
Right.
Maybe we'd be like, hey, we're now set for coffee. Maybe we're better suited than you are. We'll can your shit for you. You bring your nitrogen dosa.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, come on over. Hey, and you know what? Why don't you bring that nitrogen dosa with you?
It's like when you're a little kid and your buddy had all the good games and shit, the extra controller. Like, yo, dude, come on over. But don't forget your controller and bring Star Fox.
I know.
It's Super Smash Bros. I need both of those.
Yeah,
too.
It's like hanging out with the buddy that has the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm using you for the accoutrement. Fuck. All right, cool. So, one more time. So we said the next two, mimosa, Irish coffee.
Mimosa, Irish coffee. Shandy, I think, is a good idea, too.
I mean, I think that's an easy one.
Yeah.
We already have a... Okay, let's do those 3.
Done.
Let's try them out.
Done. I'm into it. Just making moves.
Make it happen.
I love it.
I'm doing rock and roll happy hour today.
Is this the same thing as morning beers, or what is it?
Beer for breakfast?
Beer for breakfast?
Ooh, how dare you, dude.
I'm not a radio guy, so I could be treading some treacherous waters here.
Oh, you are.
Oof.
Beer for breakfast is 91X.
That's right. Okay.
That's Danielle and Paul Segura.
Paul, yeah.
And then rock and roll happy hour was 94.9.
Ooh.
Competing stations.
Busted.
An additional layer is we've always had a relationship with 91X.
Yeah.
First Michelada I ever had was at a 91X Flophouse up at Coachella.
I think I remember you telling me this.
I met, what's his name? The lead singer of AFI. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Davey Havoc.
Yeah, who could forget what that guy looks like, though?
Well, me, because, dude, like, so he's in a new band. It's him and then, like, the band from No Doubt. Like, not Gwen Stefani and the other people.
Interesting.
So I see these people walk in, and I'm like, I don't know, was he the bassist in No Doubt, the black guy? I just remember he had, like, I don't know, they were, like, really light eyes. There was something about him that, like, was very memorable.
Yeah, I think his eyes.
He walked in, and I'm like, is that the No Doubt guy? And I looked at the other guy, I'm like, isn't that guy from No Doubt too? Because I wouldn't recognize him on his own, but together, I'm like, wait a minute. And then I saw Davey, had no idea who he was. I didn't pick him out. And then they're doing, like, a little a live set, and I just start listening. All of a sudden, the dude starts singing, Davey, and
you're
I'm
like, holy shit, that's AFI.
No, I didn't even pick up on AFI. No,
really?
I was just like, who is this? It's almost like what's the movie with Stand Up and Shout with Wahlberg.
Keep going. Let me get some more.
Mark Wahlberg, and there's like some band that he really likes, and then he gets to be the lead singer of that band.
I have no idea, but I love Mark Wahlberg. I need to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's probably like 15 years old, I'm guessing. I don't remember the name of it, but it kind of felt like that. Like, did they just have a talent show and they found some like scrub that just could like had this brilliant voice?
No way.
And then I'm like, that's what I thought in my head.
Yeah.
And then after they left, and I think it was Hillary at 9X or something like, oh, Davey was so nice. I'm like, who's Davey? Like, oh, Davey Havoc. I'm like, wait, that was the fucking. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, is that some scrub?
And I was surprised I couldn't pick them up, but like. They were an interesting group.
Yeah. I mean, he's already an interesting dude, let alone, the full band of No Doubt.
Very interesting, but insanely good. I didn't know he could sing like that. Like, I've listened to AFI, but I was never a huge fan. I didn't really care. Either way, I had friends that were obsessed with him, but I was like, holy crap, that dude can belt.
Guy's got some pipes.
Dude can belt. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing the competitive show. So
did they call you and ask?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the rotation, so it's like every year or two they hit us up. So we first did Rock and Roll Happy Hour. It was me and Jay, and we brought the Three Punks guys. I know it was Steve and Kevin, I think, but like, dude, like getting high in the elevator. Like, Kevin always has his whiskey and cokes, like like just like fucked up at like 5:30. It like it started, and then it's like 8:00, 9:00 leaving, and it was like. I don't know. I never listened to it. I don't know. Yeah. Like we were getting fucked up.
Oh, man. I would love to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, I was actually surprised they brought us back. I'm like, we got pretty fucked up. I can't believe you want us back.
Oh, man.
That was a while ago. But
terrifying.
No, it's actually really surprisingly. Actually, I did it like a year ago. They edit it, but it's just like the language they were using, I was like, oh shit, you can say this on like
yeah.
And it's like, no, they got to like trim it up and stuff like that. But I'm like,
you got to cut your potty mouth out.
I know. But the thing is, like, if you can't, then like now I can. I've struggled in the past, like to like
reel it back.
Pull it in. And now like I get it, but it also, I don't know, it changes the mood when you have like certain. I like some rules because I do like dabbling with the line,
right?
So if there are no rules, there's no line to dabble on.
Right.
So I don't mind some rules,
right.
But I'm also down just to go dance, make the world my oyster, say whatever I want,
make the world my oyster.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it airs till later in the week, but I'll be doing it today.
Well, I will be tuning in.
I'll let you know. I'll send you the link.
Send me the link.
Kanaki.
So I didn't know this. You just
little drama.
You just told me this morning.
Let me spill
the beans.
So Kanaki is it was like I guess like a private equity firm. Started as a private equity firm,
right?
And they got a bunch of canned breweries to create their own little kind of like consortium, I guess.
Yeah, consortium.
Is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect way.
So it's Three Weavers, Oscar Blues, Deep Ellum is where this drama's about to go down. They got, what's their names? Highlight. They do Highlight.
Three Weavers.
I already said them. Cigar City.
Cigar City, yep.
So, and I think they have some more, but those are the ones that, to me, Cigar City, Three Weavers, and Oscar Blues are the ones that always pop in my head, right? So the guy from Deep Ellum was saying, like, he didn't get payments, so he's, like, suing them. And I don't actually know. I don't know this guy. I've never even had a Deep Ellum beer. I think they're from Texas. I remember when Three Weavers first joined Kanaki.
Right.
This was
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. It was around the time when a lot of the other sellouts were happening.
Right.
And I had really mixed feelings at the time. I'm like, okay, am I opposed to all breweries selling to anybody? Or am I just opposed with it going to big beer? Does private equity matter? Like, where is my line?
Right.
Because there was also the, what's their names? Duvel and Omegang and Boulevard.
You have like Dogfish Head buying.
Yeah, into Sam Adams. But this is even before then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where's my line? And here's where I decided. Here's my line. At least where Kanaki falls on my line. I am okay with the Kanaki deal.
Right.
But I think you should treat Kanaki like a large national, and every brewery in it like a large national brewery. So they're not small or local, that they're part of this larger group, and I think they should be treated as such. But I still think that they meet all the definitions of craft, and I think that not only do they meet the definitions of, I actually think it's important. Got to be careful, but I think it's important to have groups like that to be able to compete in like larger national chains and larger regional chains, because they kind of are like the torchbearers for craft breweries in those areas.
Yeah, and
they're the ones that create opportunity for us.
100%. I think I feel exactly the same way.
Now it's a double-edged sword. They could also, now
they're going to use their power to be able to.
Well, it's now at some point, are they going to be the zombie that goes on the other side of the wall?
Right.
Are they going to be is Constellation going to absorb them, or Budweiser, or whatever,
right.
And get all that? So until that day, though, I think it's good. Like, I used to not think that we should change the definition of craft to allow Sam Adams to stay in, because I was like, is it really craft if it's that big? Or like, is it even a benefit? Because we have way different ambitions and different needs and at the time we were like a little 7-barrel brewery. We have much different needs than Sam Adams does. Why are we all lobbying together. Yeah. I still feel that way. It is way different needs, but to have a partner like that, I think, is really important. Someone with that kind of like power and exposure and that big of a platform, I think you need them.
I agree. Yeah, so, I think so too. I think you're right in the sense that you got to treat them like big beer when it comes to certain aspects of it. But I think overall, they're helping drive, the industry in the right direction, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm good with them, but anyways, so what's the drama with it? They're suing.
So he's saying the deal was like, hey, join Kanaki and we'll help you, grow into these new markets,
right?
And you'll get this ownership, and if you meet these sales bonuses, then you will get this extra payout. And he's like, not only did I not get paid out for all the shit that you said you were gonna, you didn't help me open these new markets that you promised, and you weren't giving me the tools to hit these sales goals. So how am I supposed to grow the brand? If you're saying the reason you're taking me is to help, you're going to take me into these other territories, and then you don't, I'm obviously not going to hit my sales goals because I have no room for growth.
Right.
I've pretty much already maxed out my local market. I don't need you for that. I need you for the other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of where I understand the divide to be. In the article, it's pretty much only him. I didn't hear a lot from Kanaki on their side, but it's a little drama.
Hasn't that happened recently with someone in AB? Wasn't there someone in AB's portfolio? Was it Breckenridge or something like that tried to sue them?
No idea.
Oh, I think I remember there was something like that like a year ago where Breckenridge tried to sue AB.
Really?
Was it?
Even though they were like 100%. I think they're already 100%. Oh, I mean, there's all that shit with CBA. Like
maybe that's what it was.
Widmer and Red Hook and that little group.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a couple weeks ago. But that's because they weren't completely bought in yet. Then there was arguments from the investors in CBA that AB was intentionally tanking the CBA brand so they could buy them for cheaper.
That's right.
Oh, scumbag.
Scum.
Budweiser. I can smell you from here. There was Nielsen data or IRI data. That's the shit where like they pull sales usually from grocery outlets in order
scans. They pull scans.
Yes, to let you know what's trending,
right?
Like individual SKUs or styles or blah blah blah. And they have a separate kind of on-premise group, and through that they were doing surveys to be like, hey, how often are you going out just for a drink, going out for a meal? And how likely, like, what's it going to, if you aren't going out, what's it likely to take for you to do it? Or what do you need to go out more often? It was absurd. Like, 41% of respondents said they're waiting for a vaccine or a treatment for COVID.
You'd be waiting for a while.
Yikes.
Yeah. That ain't a good look for business folk.
No, it ain't. I mean, unless you sell couches or something. Yeah. Keep people comfortable at home.
Bed sheets.
I just diversified my Robinhood portfolio.
Oh yeah,
I got like $6,000 in my account.
What are you even throwing it at?
I just diversified a lot the other day. So I have a pharmaceutical company that was going out of vaccine.
Right,
fucking through the roof.
Oh my gosh!
My big the hot and soul of my portfolio is Penn National Gaming. It's a big gambling site. They bought out Barstool Sports. That's how I got to know.
Cool.
But I mean that's through the roof. I mean, it's whatever now, but compared to where I bought it, I'm fucking could buy a house off these. I buy like one stock of a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I just went really big into discount retail outlets. Like Dollar Tree, also Target.
Nice.
I'm not giving Walmart a dime.
I agree with that one.
Even though there are plenty of other scummy people just like them.
Yeah.
For me, it's like Nike.
They set the precedent of scum.
Yeah. It's like Nike. I get everyone uses child labor. Same with Apple.
Yeah.
Like I have my work Apple phone, but in my personals, I don't do Apple.
Right.
In my laptop. And it's like, because I don't, and Amazon. I don't order shit off Amazon. I hate them all.
Right.
But I probably buy from competitors that do the same shit.
Yeah.
But to me, they embody it. So I feel better about myself, like I'm doing the right thing.
Look at you. You're just such a good guy over here.
I just want to be able to do this. I don't actually need to do the right thing. I need to feel like I'm doing the right thing.
That's all that matters at that point.
Helps me sleep, babe. All right. I got to go meet with Sean. I'm going to say, get on these fucking breakfast beers, bitch.
I'm into it.
So work with Eric.
North Shore Beef tonight. You going to come to Thorn for it?
Oh, yeah. Is that Barrio?
Barrio.
Obviously, right? We're not open anywhere else.
Yeah, I was going to say. We're
going to pop up Mission Hills, just hang out in the street corner. What time?
I'll be here at 5.
Okay. I got to see how drunk I get at Rock and Roll Happy Hour.
That's
I don't know
fair.
if I can drive. Or if Tom is going to golf with me. I'm going to text him. I really want to get that golf round in.
Yeah, he's gonna be hammered, just golfing,
Yeah.
crashing golf carts.
Fucked up. Yeah. Help him carry me.
Oh man,
Give me a piggyback ride. All right, bro.
Good stuff.